So we're back.
Yeah.
It's What's Your Team Saying, gentlemen. Sim, good to see you. Peter, good to see you. Quats, good to see you. It's been a hot bloody week. And listen, I apologise, we haven't been here. This is our first filming for the start of the season. So here we go, we're gonna get straight into it because it has been a juicy weekend. Sim, you're to my left. We're of the same, we're cut from the same club because we support the red side of North London. So let's just talk about Arsenal. We'll just get straight into Arsenal before we get into it.
Big L.
The L's are piling.
Big L.
How many?
There's been 2 this season already, but the L's have just continued.
Okay, so for me, and this is how I'm looking at it. Before the season started, I was like, our season doesn't really start until West Ham. And the reason I'm saying that because on paper, I looked at both of them and there's no divine right that Arsenal should have won any of them. So challenge, yes, but there's no divine right that we should have won any of them. So
is that how you go into the season thinking?
no, but
Brush Man City, brush
you can't feel like that.
no, but no.
To West Ham and
Listen.
That's a poor mentality to have, you know.
Bro, it's not a poor man. As an Arsenal fan, we've had
not win every game, no?
Big man, as an Arsenal fan, we've not had that luxury where we can think we're gonna win every game, innit?
It's not even about that. It's about thinking, okay, cool. This season we have to get back in the top 4.
100%. But and I agree. That's what we have to do. But we've got a new manager, new signings. Like, I'm not getting carried away expecting that we should win certain games. Sim, what do you say?
Oh, so you're making your signings very exciting. Okay.
I didn't say they weren't exciting. We filled places in that team that I feel needed filling.
So,
the reason I can't make excuses saying, it's City, it's Chelsea, you play what's in front of you. Brighton beat Man United. Like, you can't say, it's Brighton, we're gonna go Brighton, whatever.
No,
I've seen Arsenal take apart Chelsea at Stamford Bridge when Chelsea had Drogba, Terry at the back, Lampard in midfield, and we beat them 5-2. I've seen us take apart Man United 3-0 in the first half. And that team that took apart Man United is the same team we've got now, minus and plus a couple players. So
no, I agree. Like, but I'm just being realistic at the end of the day. Like, we've got a new manager, and let's be honest, as all Arsenal fans, everyone's expecting better. But if we finish 6th, the same way we finished 6th last year, but we look better this year, what would you not? That, don't get me wrong, that is my lowest expectation, but I will be happy to see the change because that's what we've been calling out for, is change. And if there's some sort of change that I can see, I'm gonna be happy. Like, at the end of the day, I think these first 2 games, haven't been amazing. And it's true, people are throwing out same old Arsenal, but I've seen things, in my opinion, that I've been semi-impressed with, like the pressing, the playing out from the back. No, we have not mastered it yet. But I think our high press Emre's tactics are there. We just need time to gel. That's how I think.
Obviously, it's been 2 games in. It's been the hardest start possible,
100%.
Cool. Obviously, we're 17th in the league now, right?
Yeah.
We got West Ham next.
Why?
That's massive pressure already.
Yeah, of course.
2 games in. If you lose that game, people are gonna start talking again.
of course.
That's what I'm saying. Those 2 games, you can't expect to be got into them games. Even though it is Chelsea and it is City, and you're underdogs, and cool, you are underdogs to win those games, but you cannot go into those 2 games thinking, do you know what, it might be tricky, do you know what, I wouldn't even mind if we lose.
No, it wasn't a case of I wouldn't mind if we lost. Me and Simeon watched the Man City game, Now, really and truly, I was disappointed we lost because I want us to win every game, but I'm also a realistic fan. We was against the current champions, so
who only lost 2 last season?
And then we played Chelsea, who
it was a massive improvement from the City game to that game.
I think the thing is, for me, I'm not getting upset because I can see improvement. Like, if I didn't see improvement, then I'd be worried. And at the end of the day, this is what we asked for, is change, innit? So I don't think that you can then be arrogant enough to say, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, listen, this is still new to us. Like, I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying Arsenal's gonna go and win the league, but what I will put out there, Chelsea lost their first 2 games under Conte and then went and won the league. Listen to me what I'm saying. I'm not saying we're gonna win the league, so calm down. But what I'm saying is, give it time. I'm giving everyone a fair chance. I'm giving Iwobi a fair chance, and he stepped up. Fair play. He missed a sit-up.
Mickey done his thing.
He's still.
You know, for me, three things. The first one is one of my biggest things in life is first impressions, isn't it? You only get one chance to make a first impression. Now with Arsenal, all the players at that club, but even players like Torreira, they would have known the hate Wenger got, Wenger out, all of this, we need change, blah blah blah. Bellerin, all these players.
It's time to go.
So they should have known coming into this new season how much people that Wenger got driven out of the club. They should have thought to themselves, you know what, we need to pattern up. We need to put in a performance that shows that, you know, new manager and we're working hard. But Arsenal lose most of their games in the midfield. That's a fact. Like our defense has never been as strong as it used to be, but we lose most of our games in midfield.
Yeah,
we get scared. Like we've got a fullback that can't cross. We've got Mourino who always gets skinned up by black people. Mourino, even players like Andros Townsend will do up Mourino, and Andros Townsend don't do up no one. So it's frustrating, but at the same time, I'm excited to see what happens in this season and whether the players gel or not. But you can't keep bringing players in and not playing them. Torreira he's smaller, but he's much better player than Xhaka, because Torreira will win the ball and then release it, like Kante does, like good CDMs do. Xhaka wins the ball and keeps spinning round till he gets in trouble and then plays a silly long ball off the pitch.
What does Xhaka do?
Nothing.
Big man, we don't know that. We don't know that. We're not out here Xhaka defenders, innit? I don't defend that guy. I think he's trash. I've never once said he's this, that, and the other. I think he's trash. Here we go. Yeah. I think he's trash. But what I will say is, like, if you're judging Arsenal's midfield by the likes of Xhaka, then 100%, yeah, it's piss poor. But I think there's a lot there for us to manoeuvre and get the job done. That's a professional air quacks, thanks for that, mate. But next topic of conversation, because I feel like...
Just one more question.
Go on.
Just for both of you,
We're on the road
as
today.
Arsenal fans, do you think Unai Emery will get the time to change the philosophy of the play,
He has to.
the style of the play,
He has to.
bring in players in, etc.?
The only reason I feel he will get the time and he will be given the time is because of the whole saga with Wenger. If they then don't give Emery the time and try and get rid of him, then it's gonna make Arsenal look like even more of a joke club.
We've not improved.
So he has to be.
Only
given
reason
the
I
time.
asked is because you know how the Premier League is. A manager comes
It's savage,
to a
yeah.
top club, they lose their
Yeah,
first
but
6, 7, 8, 10 games,
for me-
whatever, and they're already getting talked
For
about.
me, it's only upward now. It's only upwards for Arsenal. So like, there can't be like no more low point. Because if we go any lower, then you're dropping the standard of the club. We can't have that.
Of course.
That's my thing. But Arsenal was just on the ropes. I felt like I caught a little bit of a sweat there.
I feel like Arsenal is a big club. Now I think Arsenal's a big club by name rather than the actual club.
Never
Like, as a footballer in the Premier League, even maybe Championship when you get that FA Cup fixtures, I'm not going to the Emirates scared.
It's a little bit like
If I'm a football player and I go to Man City, I'm going to the Etihad scared. I'm going to Old Trafford.
Nah, bro. You're not.
Okay, I'll leave it at Etihad. But at Arsenal, I wouldn't be scared to play Arsenal right now because we don't have that hunger, that fight.
Hashtag stay tuned, innit? Hashtag stay tuned. But talking of as we'll save you, Quats. We'll save you for a little bit. It's gonna be a long one for you. The next topic of conversation I want to talk about. I'm just curious.
What, the Wembley Warriors?
What the Wembley Warriors?
So what, we've got 2 stadiums, right? We've got more points than you got stadiums.
Big man. Hey.
Oh shit! I just deep.
Listen.
We'll come back on that one.
I wanna, fuck it. We'll talk about Tottenham because you wanna take it. You can give all the big and that, but you're not taking it out because your stadium's not ready. Tottenham's meant to be this next big club of England. Big man, you made no signings. You ain't got a stadium ready. You're renting right about now. You man talking like you man are moving like I got a Rolls Royce in Harry Kane and I got a Bentley.
Remember that program Wife Swap?
Big
That's
man.
Tottenham right now. They've been kicked out their yard and they're living with someone else.
The stadium should have been ready. And we should have made signings, but at the end of the day we didn't. And we still got into the top 4 this season. So
If you go to Wembley right now and go inside the stadium, it just looks like the National Stadium. There'll be no Tottenham till match day.
Big man, the seats are red.
The seats are red. It says Wembley.
I just saw bare red, like
Bare red.
bare red. Like can't put the
What's that
stadium.
got to do with anything? Bailly should have.
Like every game's a cup final for Tottenham.
Listen, this is my question, and I'm really curious, especially to hear from you, Pia, because you didn't make signings and you got a lot of stick for it. You didn't make signings. The stadium thing, obviously, it can't be helped, but you didn't make signings. But the question is, and I'm opening it out to everyone, is it a bigger plus that you kept everyone, or is it a bigger L that you made no one to strengthen your team?
It's a bigger plus that we kept everyone, in my personal opinion. The players know each other. There's a lot of players that are on the fringes or improve and things like that. I loved another signing, but it didn't happen. So we need to get back behind the boys.
Do you know what?
Wembley this season.
Do you know what's annoying me? And I'll be honest with you, and I'm hearing it a lot on the TV and on the radio. There's an arrogance about Tottenham, and I don't understand where the arrogance come from. I heard Tottenham fans saying, yeah, well, if we sign someone, who could we have signed that would have got into our starting 11? I'm sorry.
We signed a lot of players.
Who the hell is Tottenham? Like, what? There's not players out there that are better than anyone in your starting
That's
11.
never come out of my mouth because I know we can sign players to improve our team.
I'm just saying, that's what I'm hearing from the Tottenham fans out there, and a lot of people. There's not many people that could have come in and change that starting lineup. I'm sorry, really?
I think it's a catch-22. If I was a Tottenham fan, I think it's a catch-22. The question that you asked Pete, because at the beginning of the season, you're not going to really see the effects of them not getting anyone. If they progress in Champions League, the FA Cup, they're gonna need players. They're gonna need players. Like Tottenham have got a solid starting 11. But that's not going to carry you through 40 plus games a season.
Listen, does that not show you the lack of ambition of your club? Like,
So you don't think we've got enough fringe players for a nice FA Cup push?
but that's what I'm saying. It's a lack of ambition. Like, that is your thing. An FA Cup push.
Remember, Lucas Moore seemed like a new signing.
I don't know.
Nah.
Do you know what?
You're saying no.
I'm
you don't rate him.
I'm just not sold. Like, I just think it's crazy.
You're saying no, you don't rate him. He's had 6 months to judge the Prem. He's going to improve. Lamelo's injured for half of last season. That's a rotation on the wing and for Ericsson. So's at the Asian games. So's in the comeback. All cylinders firing. All we needed was a decent backup striker.
Which you ain't
That's
got.
all we needed. Yeah.
No, you have.
But I just think it's crazy that, like, you could say all we need. Like, for me, it just goes to show, in my opinion, and not even just as an Arsenal fan, but it shows the mentality of Spurs that you're obviously you're not a big club. Like, you're not, like, although you're in the top 6, your ambition coming from the top suggests that you are not a big club.
You're overachieving.
But with overachieving, you need to strengthen building on that, no?
I agree.
But like I said, keeping our first 11, keeping our players is more important. We can rotate our fullbacks. We can possibly get Danny Rose back to his best. We've got fullback cover. We've got 3 very good centre halves at the club. We've got decent midfield options in Dembele, Wanyama, Winks and Dyer. We've got decent options to play on the wings.
Okay, can I just pull you up for something though? Before we just started filming this, I asked you, what did you expect?
As a top 4.
You said top 4 and a what?
And
a cup.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And
I want to touch on what Nathan said about squad depth. Okay, you've got 4 competitions. You've got Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, and Premier League. Okay, in those 4 competitions, you cannot tell me that squad that you have is enough to push you for all those trophies. You need depth.
So what-
Imagine if you get an
I think
injury.
you like that.
Who you gonna cover? Who's gonna cover Kane?
That's your person.
Who's gonna cover Ali?
We can bring in Lorente. We can play in Kubi up front. There's options there. like I said,
Just say pro clubs.
like I said, Poch trusts the players. A lot of players are on the fringe, and they will improve the season.
I just thought that.
That's my personal opinion. We're not out here spending 90 million on a flop midfielder. We're not out here spending 30 million on a flop centre back. We can't do that.
Wait.
So we have to.
Me personally, I just think, regardless of whether you win the league, whether you get relegated, whether you finish in the middle of the table, I feel like every summer or every transfer window, you need to just strengthen.
We
because
should
other
have.
teams around you are strengthening as well.
We should have. It didn't happen.
If
I
you
got
can't
one
strengthen your
question
team,
from
then,
Pete.
boy, it's-
Alright, last question and I'm moving on, guys. Come.
After, if Poch leaves Spurs and hasn't won anything, and people still have the discussion that Poch is a good manager, will you back that conversation? Would you call him a good manager?
Poch is a good manager, but what's
Good
keeping him
coach. I
from
think he's a
being
good
world
coach,
class?
Can you be called a good manager and you haven't won and you got nothing to show
Can
for
be a
it?
good manager not win anything.
It's like me going to a job and saying I'm a hard worker, I do this and do that, but my CV is just a blank piece of paper.
It's like Sarri though as well, at Chelsea.
I
He's not won nothing.
think Sarri's a good manager. I think Poch is a good manager. But to be in the upper tier manager, they start winning trophies in my
Did
personal
Sarri not win
opinion.
anything in Napoli?
He's never won nothing in his whole life.
Okay.
Just 3 points against Arsenal.
3 points.
Alright, so my next question. It's gonna be really short and sweet. Michael's not even here to back this conversation, but it's short and sweet. Are City gonna run away with the league? After that performance with Huddersfield, I'm sorry.
They'll win the league, but they won't run away with it.
I was just about to say, I don't think they'll. I think it will be tight with Liverpool. That's my opinion.
Okay, let me just tell you something. Man City's next games up until November is against every team expected to be in the lower half of the table. So I think they've got like Newcastle, they've got Wolves. It's just low clubs. Not like, in between now and November.
If you compare it to Liverpool's fixtures, though.
I'm just saying, I haven't even looked at Liverpool's, but between now and November, if Man City win all them games that we're expecting them to win, they're going to be on an immense amount of points. And I was speaking to Rob, who we haven't seen in a little while, but I was speaking to Rob on the weekend, and one thing Rob said to me, which is so true, yeah? The team that wins the league is the team that can beat the small teams.
Not necessarily.
Nah, you beat the small team. If you beat the small teams and collect points against the top 6. Collect points against. If you take draws against everyone in the top 6, but you beat the small teams, you'll win the league.
You'll win the league. But Liverpool in the 13-14 season proved it. All they had to do was win 2 or 3 games towards the end of the season and they were champions. And they bottled it against
You also have to beat the top 6.
You do have to beat the top 6
as well.
You do have to beat the top 6, 100%. I don't believe you have to beat everyone in the top 6 though to win the league. You just need to get enough points from the top 6. I think a solid 10 points from the top 6 for 2 playing them both twice is enough for you. And if you beat the lower teams, you'll win the league.
You need to have a good home form and hopeful away draws. But for me,
I just feel like it will take something incredible to stop City.
I honestly look at Liverpool, so we're watching Liverpool now. I honestly look at Liverpool, and don't get me wrong, they've been really impressive. This team, I can't see this team winning the league.
Do you know why? For me, away from home, they're not good enough.
Do you know what's
up for previous season? Because for me, I'm watching this game and I think Palace are going toe for toe with them.
They are.
At Anfield, I feel like they're a fortress, but away from home, they seem very.
My question is because we got into Pete about it, and it almost like baffles me now. We got into Pete about Poch, but throw it at Klopp. Throw it at Klopp. He's been there 4 years. This is the first year he's proper spent big, and we're like.
First year, he's spent big every year.
No, but this is the first. Well, he spent over 100 mil, I think, this year. But this is the first time they've proper spent big and strengthening areas where people are like, wow, they could be challengers. But my question is Klopp a good manager then? Because people get, I'm not rating Spurs like that, but people are getting onto Poch. But what has Jurgen Klopp done in for me, yeah, Liverpool had an amazing season last year, but they won nothing.
He's a good manager, but he's not world class.
I agree.
So the finals that you got into, obviously that's all the finals he's been to.
Every final, big man.
Say he won, how many? 4 finals he's been to.
I think 5. I think
he's won. Yeah, his first year he got Europa League final and got spanked by our boy Unai Emery. His Seville
Champions League final
with Dortmund. I'm sure he's got to some German Cup finals.
Yeah. And then obviously
did he win a league with Dortmund? He did win a league.
He won the league with Dortmund. But winning the league and a cup is different.
So what would you say if you won maybe, I don't know, 2 out of those 4 finals? Would you say he's world class then? Or would you still...
But it's again what if maybes and buts.
Do you know what I mean? I call a world class manager that wins stuff consistently. I think there's only a handful of world class managers.
How much talking though? Would you say Mourino's world class because he hasn't won anything in a couple of years?
Do you know what? I don't like to refer to.
No. Okay, you lot look at me like
we're ready for that one. Peter's ready to get him.
No, but you can't deny it, he is.
No, as much as I don't like Mourino, I would put him in that handful. I'd put him. I'd put Pep. I'd put Sir Alex Ferguson.
I'd put Wenger in there as well.
Conte.
No, I wouldn't put Conte.
And I'll put Wenger in there.
And I couldn't put people like Juventus managers because
you've only done it there.
Yeah, you've only then it's a tricky one. But definitely Mourinho, Alex Ferguson, and Pep, definitely.
What? Not Wenger.
Wenger's
on the fringe, on the fence.
Wenger ain't won no European Cup.
He hasn't won. He hasn't won. Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, but do you have to win a European Cup to be one of the best managers in the world?
Who's that?
Wenger.
I think you have to win.
So for a whole season unbeaten, I think you're not sleeping on that.
No, you can't sleep on that one, you know.
I think to win the Champions League, that's the pinnacle. That's the pinnacle.
But listen,
that puts you up there. But like, look at Zidane. Like he you know, he hasn't gone
Yeah,
to
but
this
this-
club and this club, but he's won 3 Champions
But
Leagues.
is
in a row.
Zidane a great man? Alright, so
No, he's not world class. I'm not putting him in world class at all. Because
that's
But
if you give him Real Madrid now, I don't think he'll win Champions Leagues how he did.
because of
Real Madrid are looking. Oh man.
Then I watched him the other day against
What?
against
Wait, you,
Atletico.
hold on, you not just said that to be a world class manager, you have to be consistent.
Yeah,
and win
so-
trophies. He's done that 3 times in a row.
Yeah, but you're.
I don't want to make him consistent.
Alright,
and one
you're-
making more.
But my thing, that's 80 minutes. We gotta keep going though. Right, that's Real Madrid though. Like my thing is, wait. If you are the manager, no. I agree. I
hear
agree.
what Quack's saying.
I agree. But if you're the manager of Real Madrid, for me, yeah, if you're the manager of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Man City,
Yeah.
them 5 clubs, yeah,
Mane's-
I am sorry. If you do not win something as a manager with them 5 clubs, with the team and the backing from the board, are you a good manager?
See,
Question. That's number 1. Number 2, yeah. Win it like what he done in the Champions League. Don't get me wrong, amazing, and you can't fault that. You can't fault that.
Great tackles.
You can't fault that. But again, it comes from a lot with the team he had and everything like that. My question is, if Wenger had that Real Madrid team, would Wenger have done the same thing?
What, the same team that
Could Wenger have won the Champions League 3 years in a row if he had that Champions League team? If Poch had that Champions League team, could he do the same thing?
See, you're not giving Zidane his credit.
I'm not saying.
I don't know, man. It's
I'm not
hard
saying
to
don't
say.
give him credit. I'm just
You know,
saying.
I think we need our own episode on this, you know.
Yeah, we
We'll have to have a spin-off on it.
Yeah, we'll have
Who's a good
It's tough
manager?
to say,
and who's
but
not.
part 2
But
comment.
before we finish this whole thing, we need to talk about the fattest L of the weekend.
Oh no.
Nah, Salah. We need to talk about the fattest L of the weekend, and it comes from that red side of Manchester.
Up north, up the M1.
down at M6.
Yeah, we gotta talk about you quite. So,
London Borough, Salford.
you know the man there.
Got 161 and that.
Monty.
Manny on the map.
Boxing Malone. Boxing Malone.
Shut up.
Quite, so you gotta talk about. So I've been screaming this for the longest.
The longest. No,
I've been screaming this for the longest.
You read the group chat every
I'm so
minute.
excited.
Mourinho's done out here.
What's my hashtag? Hashtag Mourino has lost it. Now my question to you, Quacks. I honestly believe now, and this isn't me. I do have a slight agenda against Mourino, so it's hard when you have an agenda and an opinion. But when I put it aside, yeah, because I can do that. I'll put it aside. Is Mourino a good manager? I don't know anymore. I don't know. And my thing is, he can only ever do it once he's spent big P's and create magic success. But my question to you is, he's had big P's. He has what, 450 million. What is going wrong at Manchester United, Maggi? What is going wrong?
Martial, Rashford, Sanchez, Pogba, Lindelof.
Apparently
Bailly,
Sanchez put
De
something
Gea.
out. I was listening to
Fred.
Talk Sport today. Fred had a
So many things
fucking
at his disposal, and you can't even beat bloody
Brighton.
Brighton.
Do you know what the thing about Mourinho, yeah? I respect a good manager. I think to manage a group of players, and the more documentaries I've been watching, you see there's so many different personalities in a dressing room. You know, you compare someone's like.
I think his management is appalling.
You compare someone like Ronaldo's personality, not that I know him personally, and then someone like Asensio. Ronaldo knows any club he goes to, 9 times out of 10, he's the best player there.
He is.
But you know, when Mourinho lost it at Real Madrid when he cussed off Pedro Leon at half time, and all the players backed Pedro Leon, and Mourinho just got pushed out. But my thing with Mourinho, why I don't like him, is because he talks too much about other managers and other people.
Big man, he's a new Wenger.
Sir Alex
Oh
On goal.
Alex Ferguson,
Oh yeah.
Arsene Wenger, Guardiola, Pochettino, none of these managers focus on their team. They don't worry about disrespecting up. You can't call another professional a specialist in failure. Okay,
no! Man, you're not my boss to be telling me that. Though.
That's when he did. That's a big thing. Not just because it was Arsene Wenger.
Banged him for that.
Wenger had him up by the tie, big man. Don't worry, Wenger got him back still.
You can't talk. Nah, that's very disrespectful from a fellow professional. That's very.
I think my thing on but I'm gonna give you a chance to speak. But I think my thing on Manchester United and why I'm struggling to, because I do rate Mourinho what he's done as a manager. You can't not rate it. But why I think he's lost it is because he's the new, it's almost like he's the new Wenger, because he used to get onto Wenger, this, that, and the other. Bro, you're the same guy that is stuck in your ways and X, Y, Z. You can't. This new breed of players, you cannot deal with how you would have dealt with Michael Ballack, how you would have dealt with Carvalho, how you would have dealt with Terry. You can't tell these man, you're shit, dog, and the man are gonna be like, nah, fuck this brother, bro. I'm gonna show him.
How can you tell your £90 million midfielder that he's dead, and he's telling you to talk to his agent if you want to talk to me? You've lost it. You've lost it. When
man said, don't at me.
Don't at me. Don't tag me. Don't look at my tweets. When he's re-diverting the conversation to his agent, you've lost it, man.
Big man, talk to me.
And you want to come on radio and say everything's fine, and
But he has to do that. But my problem with Mourino as well is all he's done is moan, bitch, and moan. Big man,
But when you do,
he's just been miserable. You look at
Big man, he moaned in the summer about signings. He's moaning now. Big man, you are Manchester United. You are the biggest club in the league.
Let me add to that. He told fans not to travel over to America.
Yeah, what is this, bro?
He got into Guardiola about the documentary saying he lacks class.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I want to watch that still.
Quacks, talk to me.
no, let you keep talking. I wanted to all get it out before I talk.
I'm out. It's out. Everyone,
Get it out.
Sanchez at Arsenal, amazing. What's done at United?
big man. It won't be looking better.
This is an established player, which Mourinho's meant to actually get the best out of. He hasn't done that. Martial.
I don't want to be there. You wanted to be at City.
Martial, one of the best young players in Europe a couple of years ago. Look at him now. Rashford, ruined.
You get Rashford number 10 in the dog, and
Number 10, you know.
You're making him look like number 73, dog.
Freddie Oko.
I watched something because Scouse was sneezing. Pep Guardiola, yeah, he said to the board, give me peas and I will give you success.
Who said that? Guardiola?
Pep.
Well,
When he
Mourinho's
came,
got peas,
hold on.
This quack some talk. Let's have it. Let him have it.
Pep said, give me peas and I can make you successful, innit? Cool. Man asked for peas, they gave him all the peas that he wanted. He got the players he wanted. Has Mourino done that?
Okay, so
This season, can you honestly tell me, you all knew what he wanted before this window shut. You all knew you wanted a centre back. That game against Brighton proved it. I told you when we went to Enfield Retop, I told you Lindelof is very suspect. That first goal, whose fault was it?
Alright.
No, just tell me. Whose fault was it?
wasn't Lindelof.
Okay, cool. How was it? What did you do? Didn't follow the run, did you? And then they went and scored.
So why
cool. Hold on. Cool.
Let him talk. Take it in.
Then Bailly done a rash challenge, obviously get a penalty. Cool.
He's too out, man.
Cool.
Ooh!
Up
the Palace.
Sorry.
Cool. So what I'm saying is, it's almost like from Mourinho's point of view, it's almost like I told you so. Like I wanted a piece for a centre back. You never gave me a centre back.
Isn't
I'm
that
gonna hold on. I'm gonna carry on doing my thing with the team, and we'll see where we go from there. And he's trusted them, he's played them, and they let him down. You cannot tell me that that's Mourinho's fault. But the players that have let him down, he can't understand for that.
My question,
you can't understand.
because we're gonna have to wrap this up soon. But my question, I'm just
saying, yeah, bro.
Pete say your piece, I'm gonna say my piece.
I'm just saying. Give the guy what he wants. He wants a centre back. Give him the piece. Right. Although we spent 400 million and 700 million sits per year, just give him what he wants so that he can work with it.
When you could have built the whole Caribbean with that, though. You know what I mean?
Christopher Columbus. When he does get a Boateng or an Alderweireld or whoever it is, and that doesn't work, then what's the next?
Big man, he wanted. I'm sorry. He wanted Lindelof and he wanted Bailly. They are Mourinho's signings.
They are.
Big man, I've given you the piece.
Phil Jones is still at the club.
Big man, I've given you the piece. I've given you the piece and you've not delivered. Why am I giving you more piece and you're not delivering? Edward was
They are his signings, but who's to say they won't improve as the season goes on? They may well improve. You never know.
So why do we have a centre back?
Exactly. Big man, you got Mike Smalling, you got Special Needs Jones, you got Mike Smalling, Special Needs Jones, you got flipping Eric Bailly and
Xavi.
And they're all good enough. What do you do if they're not good enough?
Big man.
You try to replace them and you try to obviously get
he needs to improvise because if
a good coach gets them better. I'm just saying.
No, this is the thing. You can coach as long as you want. You can coach them and try and get the mentality in their head as long as you want. But if it's not getting into their head, they can't implement his tactics. What's he got to do? What can he do?
One player's improved since he's been at United. He hasn't improved anyone since he's been at United.
If I'm at a restaurant and I've only got a spoon on the table and I ask the waitress for a knife and fork and she says no, cool, I'll work with what I've got. That spoon will be a spoon, knife and fork. He has to work with what he's got. Ashley Young used to be a winger. Ashley Young's now a left back. Valencia used to be a winger. Valencia is now a right back. Fellaini used to be a centre forward grabbing goals. Now he's a CDM. Push him one more, go into centre back.
My thing is about United. My thing about United is, and literally, like, I'm gonna give this 2 minutes. But my thing about United is, you're saying we didn't get a centre back. Why did you not get a centre back? You are Manchester United. Why can you not attract? You are the biggest club in England and arguably the biggest club in the world. How can you not attract? You are the biggest club in England and arguably the biggest club in the world. How can you not attract?